Hello there, friends, and welcome back to our beautiful island of Duality. We're here with Carraleigh, and if Sunny got to wear her Zap suit today, Carraleigh is rocking the Astro dress. And, well, we had this little hood, too, that we got one day, so we're gonna wear that, too. We're trying to look like a forest dweller, because we're gonna build a forest today. I am still so undecided about the path that, well, we're just gonna work on some trees instead. Our side of the island is meant to be a moonlit forest, and we have a few little patches of trees here and there, but there are a lot of spaces that need some trees. So that's what we're going to work on today, getting our trees put in, figuring out where our paths are going to go so that when we finally do decide on one, we know where it's going to be. Alright, so we have a few other little jobs too, including checking our mail. We've got our books so we can build bookshelves, and Zell's moved in, so we need to get his house moved so that we can put our bridge in. I mean, there's a long list of things to do on this island. We're not gonna run out. Speaking of Zell, here he is. Hello, Zell. Ah, so we meet again. It's good to see you, Carraleigh. When you first invited me to move to this island back at the campsite, I gotta admit, I was pretty skeptical. But now that I'm here, I can't imagine living anywhere else. And the best part about me moving, now you can visit me anytime you want. Absolutely. Can't wait to see the inside of your house. Actually, oh, that was Sunny's stick. Oops. So actually, I have seen the inside of his house on a picture online, which is what made me choose him over Kyle. But we haven't seen it in person. Rosie! Whoa, you are straight up owning that look, silly. I mean, the Astro dress. It's like the whole outfit is a little bit extra, but not mega extra, just cool or something. Yeah, cool. Alright, thanks, Rosie. I was feeling a little silly about wearing this today, but I feel much better now. Okay, so obviously we have all of this to decorate. We've been putting in this bridge, we put in this water, we took down the hedge, we've got all these things, but again, like, I don't want to start decorating a bunch of stuff until we get some path put in, because we don't want to have to do it twice. So that is why we are concentrating on trees today. We can get some trees put in. We're going to grab these books so that we can make some bookshelves and start getting our forest in place so that we can be working around it and into it and all those things. So let's see what, I guess, Happy Home Academy sent us for upgrading our house. You've got a bed, a chair, a table, and a closet. Your home is homier than ever. Enjoy the included gift. All right, well, we certainly will. Walt sent us something. Oh, for adding on to our place. Okay, thank you, Walt. We've got another butterfly model from Flick here. And Happy Home Academy, new addition to your home. Did we not open the gift from our last edition? Weird. Okay, so let's open all these books, because obviously we just filled up our pockets. So this message in a bottle is from A Day Not Today. Ooh, blue rose crown recipe. We'll probably never have blue roses on this island, but hey, we got a fancy recipe and now we have pocket space. Alright, so let's get these books opened up and we'll go make a bookshelf to replace, I think we're going to replace the medieval walls with bookshelves in our little forest library. Let's call it a library. I was calling it a bookshop, but I think it's just going to be a forest library. Just a quiet place to go and read and sit among the trees and enjoy a book, a story. Alright, so that... yeah, now we have room to grab this other one. So what is that? A study desk. Okay, probably nothing we'll use. Now we can't grab that. We've got we've got stuff on the ground because we were waiting for storage to open up. So I think I left our storage shed over here. I'm gonna throw a few things in there, and then we're gonna craft some bookshelves. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we have everything we need to craft these bookshelves. I'm so glad we got that recipe. Yes, it's craftable. Okay, it does use regular wood. I'm gonna have to get more out to make more than one of these, but we have enough books to make two because I ordered some more the next day. Let me grab some more wood. Okay, and there is a second bookshelf. Now we gotta customize them. Wait, do we have... Let's just look at our Nook miles for the day. Ooh, ×5 for selling seashells, so we absolutely want to do that. We gotta find our bottle on the beach anyway. We could grab a coffee, hit a rock, sell some weeds. Okay. Customization is not on there at the moment, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We want them to be a nice dark wood. I wish we could customize the books too. That's the only thing I don't like about this. It's like, well, if you want the dark wood, you're getting red, gold, and green books. But that's okay, because it's going to be kind of covered up a lot anyway. Probably just worked into our design. Nobody's going to be paying attention to the color of the books. It's fine, it's fine. Alright, so yeah, I feel like if we just take this out, and we may still use the medieval walls also, but yeah, I think, whoops, working these bookshelves in here. That did not go where I wanted it to. Why didn't it? That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So now, yeah, that's a little bit of a better match too to the forest, I think, with the dark wood instead of having that light gray wall, which, I don't know, maybe that was a good contrast or something, but we may still use both. Alright, yeah, this is one of those areas we're gonna have to redo too, because we kind of just worked everything in amongst the trees, and I think we need to move the trees and redo that, but that is gonna be for another day. So what we're gonna do is just drop this other bookshelf here. Bookshop, or library, we're calling it a library now. Library will be for another day. Oh, we're gonna leave this medieval building side here too. Okay, so we'll look around. Oh, that came from our house. We'll look around for any other fossils that might be around. We'll get these assessed so that we can sell when we go to Nooks to sell the seashells to get our 5 Nook miles. Any fossils over here? Anything up top there? Sometimes they spawn up on the top of our little waterfall. Hey, Jenny. So I do like this path. I think it fits with the foresty theme because it's got like the moss growing all over it and stuff, and it's old stone, and it looks cool with kind of some of the stuff that we've got in here. The only thing that I was hesitating on this one is it's a little bit of a warmer color. It's got like a, you know, like a brownish hue to it, which you can see right now, but honestly at nighttime it looks very much cooler. Since ours is the nighttime side of the island, I can't decide if that is, oops, the way to go or not. If we can keep it, because, yeah, this time right now that we're in, the 6 to 7 p.m. hour, this is when most likely the dream address will be. So this is what it's going to look like when you come and visit the dream, when that's a thing. All right, we got to go make another slingshot. Oh my goodness. So you'll be able to, I mean, I guess you would walk around Sunny's side of the island first because she's the daytime side, and then as it starts to get dark you would walk over here. So I'll probably put it at like, I don't know, 6. How long does it take you to tour a dream island? That's your question for the day. How long do you spend walking around a dream island? Because what time we save the dream address is totally going to depend on how long. Like, we could put it at 6:15, we could put it at 6:30, yeah, so that it's starting to get dark, but not all the way dark. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. You could look at the island anytime, but I kind of want it to be like, maybe you could hang around long enough to see both options. Anyway, we need to stop talking and start getting something done. What were we doing? We gotta go collect some seashells. I know we were in the middle of something else, but it totally left me because I was talking. So hopefully we'll remember it in a little while. So we're keeping our eye out for fossils. There's no stars today, so Celeste won't be here or anything. We've got a bunch of gyroids there to dig up. Okay, so we've been up to the library area. We didn't see any fossils up there. Just trying to get some stuff picked up. And this is this is the other thing, like, we spend so much time in prep. Hopefully CJ will be visiting the island again soon, because I'm kind of saving all these fish to sell to him, even though it's not anything super duper awesome, but it is some red snappers and barred knife jaws and stuff that costs enough that it'll be worth getting the price and a half for it when CJ gets here. Alright, I don't know if we're finding a bottle on the beach today or not. I may have already picked it up earlier. Ah, there we go. Bottle on the beach. And plenty of seashells, too. There was a lot today, which is good. Any more down here? Yes, one more. Okay, let's see what this bottle's got for us today. A wild log bench. Ooh, that'll be perfect for the forest. Nice. Love that. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so, oh, by the way, guys, since we're about to take a week off, and Sunny won't have another episode before we get to that, let me go ahead and tell you that she did sell her turnips. It was a process. Okay, so our price on Saturday in our nooks for turnips was in the 40s, like 42 or some silliness. So she put all her turnips outside and Carraleigh picked them up and dragged them all the way over to Larkshire to sell them at $124. So she did make 21 bells per turnip and ended up with, it looks, there's 9 bags of bells there. One of them is 36. All the rest are 99. So she did make some bells. 21 bells a turnip at over 6,000 turnips. So not too bad a deal. Unfortunately, she didn't get the Nook Miles for it because Carraleigh sold them. So Carraleigh got some Nook Miles out of that, which was pretty good. We're here to buy trees, guys. Oh, and candy. We'll buy some candy too. And I'm kind of feeling like we should buy an extra shovel too, since we're going to be moving trees around. And should we buy a slingshot because it's only 900? Is that like the same slingshot that we build? Huh. Okay. Either way, we're here for trees, cedar saplings. We need lots of them. We're building a forest today, guys. We're planting a forest. But yeah, so turnips successfully sold at the last minute with a whole lot of trouble. So she owes us a favor now. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, we gotta move a house today too. We gotta figure out where Zell is gonna live. And also, Walt just reminded me here that we might want to look into putting up... Oh, wait, we forgot to sell our seashells. We might want to look into putting up an incline on Walt's little cliff there because I see him out there walking around all the time and he can't get down. Okay, so selling all these seashells, and I separated out 20 weeds too so we could sell those, and I think that's all we had to sell. Did we get enough trees? I guess we can come back and get more if we need them. The only thing we didn't do was go get our fossils assessed, which is fine. We can do those later. Not a problem. Actually, around the museum is one of the places that we need some trees, so we'll be planting some over there. The only bad thing about planting the saplings is it will let us put them in places where trees won't actually grow. So we kind of have to use our noodle here and make sure that we're putting them in places where they will actually grow. All right, we need to hit a rock on our way by here too. Oh, it looks like we had some nook miles for something else. Also, let's see, there's a rock right here. Let's hit this one. Oh, nope. Okay, here we go. 5 hits is all we need to get the nook miles, so we'll go ahead and do 5. We don't need a whole ton of stuff, especially stone. We have so much stone. We need to start building some stone things. Alright, since we're right here in Poppy's home, we might as well see if she is crafting something. And we're still looking for a few of the spooky recipes and, you know, anything else that we can add to our collection. Rowdy Punk. Okay. Alright, that should be it. Let's see if Poppy's crafting. Ah, she is. What are you making, friend? Okay, but what are you making, friend? A knitted grass backpack? That's not a spooky recipe. I guess. It's not going to stop you from giving us a duplicate later, but we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and learn it. It's one more recipe in our catalog. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, do we have any business and resident services? No, I don't think so. Not right now. Okay, so quick look here at this. Oh wait, we do have business and resident services because we gotta move Zell's house. Where could we put in an incline here if we were going to put in an incline here? We could like straighten this out and put it right on the edge here. And that would go where? Like if we pushed it, let's see, it would be 1, 2, 3. It would come to right here, so the path could go right by it and you could go right up the edge there. Do we think that would work? Like if this, obviously that won't be here, but if it came up right there, we'd have to move that tree. Or we could put the incline like right here. I didn't, necessarily want an incline in this cliff, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Alright, so we gotta figure out where Zell's gonna live, so let's take a look around and we'll start putting our trees down too, because we need to get those going. We need them in here. So let's put one like here. We know we have to keep it one space out from the cliff. And what I'm going to have to be doing for the next couple of days is just running around here and checking all these and stunting them when they get to like a place where we want them. I'm going to put one here. And this thing is probably going to move, so we're going to put one. I think it'll let us have one right here, maybe. Like I said, I'm going to be running around checking on all these, making sure they're growing, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to. Oh, we can't put one right there. I guess we don't want one too close to... okay, wait a second. I'll put this back one more space. We'll just put a little tree here. Kind of. I don't want to block the lake too much, but I also want to block the lake a little bit. Like, it's in a forest where there's going to be trees around it. If you've ever been to a real lake, at least around here, there are trees around them. So this bench is just kind of here, but it's kind of reminding it. So there's like this little area here, and you can see I already threw down a few cedar trees yesterday. There's like this little kind of V-shaped area almost where the paths come down from 2 directions and meet here, and it kind of crosses and goes this way and then goes this way. into the picnic area. So that's why I put this path down around this rock here. I was thinking about moving the rock, but this little spot is kind of going to be a little crossroads. So I thought it might be good to have just like a big space here that we could decorate. And I'm just going to leave that rock right there in the middle of it. So I think that'll be cool. This tree might get moved, actually. I might move it like back a space. So another thing we're probably going to want in our pocket is some cherries. We may have to go get some more of those at some point. So I'm going to move this one just back one space. Oh, or did we have the... Okay, so we kind of had the idea of the path going around behind there. Maybe I want to move it over this way one then. So the path can get by right there. I think that might work. Okay, I'm just going to cover this up so it doesn't accidentally go in the wrong spot. That is a full-grown cedar, so I may switch that one out to a smaller one. In fact, you know what? Alright, we're going to grow. We're going to dig this up again, and I'm going to plant a little one here so I can stop it when I want it. Because I feel like that one, because of where it is and leading into the path, needs to be a little bit smaller. Okay, so we'll let that one grow. That's going to lead into the picnic area here. Probably need another tree like here. That path's going to be coming down. And it's kind of going to be a little wider than that, I think. It's going to come down like here instead of over to the right there. So maybe we actually put that like here. Plant one there too. Okay, and then this is a money tree, so that one's going to be gone. I'll replace it with a cedar. But because of this little V space here, we'll probably make this into something, an area. Some kind of specific area. So we'll put another tree maybe here. And then... yeah, maybe fill in the rest of that with like some bushes and stuff. And then probably have another tree. Let's see, we kind of have, whoops. We kind of have a spot there. Will it let us put a tree there? Let's just see. We have a fully grown one in our pocket, so let's test it out. Oh, it will. Okay, we can put it that close to water, I guess, just not that close to a cliff. Does that make sense? Wait a minute. Oh, that's where my slingshot's supposed to be. I just grabbed a different shovel. Oh no. There we go. Now, we probably should be doing this so that we can get the trees a little closer together. 30,000 bells. Nice. I guess we'll get that pack of 99 out. Put that away. Save this for, I was going to say a rainy day, but really it's just going to be for our mortgage. our loan. Let's put another one. We should be able to fit one here. Wait, do I want that one space forward? Can I get it in there one space forward? I can't. But you know what? These are going to be easy to move around for a few days while they're growing. Because we can move them in the first 2 or 3 days of growth without having to eat a cherry. So if I want to move that one forward a little bit, this is going to be a little bit hard to tell exactly how this is going to look with everything. All right, you know what? I'm going to put another one here. Okay, so that should kind of cover that area, and then we'll have this little spot. This is all going to be something too. So this is kind of Rosie's backyard situation. So where is this path coming exactly? This one's coming down this way and through the canyon here. So yeah, I think we can totally make this into a little spot. We just have to keep in mind that there's going to be a path back there. So we don't want to put anything too far back to kind of block the path. I mean, we need to leave. This is not going where I want it. There we go. We need to leave some space to see the path is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so let's put another tree here. And again, this is kind of just getting an idea, and we can move these around as they start growing. So by the time we come back after our week off, all of this should be good and grown in. And where we want it. So then we'll have our forest and we can start filling in around it. So we'll just start putting lots of trees here. Because you can't have a forest without trees. But we probably will have some other kind of, you know, something back here in Rosie's backyard. It's not just going to be trees, so we have to make sure that we leave room for some furniture and stuff to go in. Okay, so that should be a pretty good start on that. Leaving room for the path. Let's go back here and see if we need any more trees in the glamp site area, which we've got a few back here so far. And we did get this a little bit decorated. Let's see, we could probably put a small tree here. Or actually, if it can get closer to the water, maybe I want it there instead. We'll see, we'll see. And then I probably put another one here. Plant that one that we planted a minute ago. And should we try to get another one in back here? Maybe there? That's gonna be too close. That's gonna block some stuff. That'll be silly. Let's not do that. Okay, but what about... I think we got all the ones in here we could behind Sky's house. Oh, we do have a couple stunted trees here that we can kind of put in places. Oops, we have to eat a cherry to pick that up, don't we? Last one that's in our pocket. Alright, so we'll leave that there to be stunted. Although, I don't know. I think we kind of want to maybe let that one grow up next to her house there. So I'm going to take this. Alright, and how are we doing on trees? I think we have plenty of trees in this spot. These are all just going to get moved around, so we're not going to mess with those right now. But where can we put... Oh, another yellow balloon. Yeah, bring it on, yellow balloons. You got another 30,000 bells for me? That would be nice. Nope, a pitcher plant. Okay. Well, that works too. Let's see. You know what? Where can we try out this little... Oh, you know what? Maybe we can put one right here at the edge of the canyon. Let's see. Where's a good spot for that? Like maybe right here? Will it let us put it right there? Probably not. Nope. So rude. We'll just move it up a spot. Yeah, I think we can have one there. Coming up the canyon into the forest. It's definitely going to be a forest, so maybe we can fit another one here. I think it'll let it grow there. Because where we have our little, you know, rough in for the path here, it's going to be a little more up here than over here. So none of that is like set in stone, even though it is technically stone. That's okay. Oh my goodness, we have so many like rampant flowers over here too. This one shouldn't be here. We got a random pumpkin sitting over here. I'm trying to pick up like all the random stuff we just have around that's been dropped and laid down and left behind because of full pockets or some other full storage or whatever. Get some of these weeds out of here too. We are going to have plenty of weeds in the forest, but we are also going to be planting like some glowing moss and stuff. So what we have over down this side is all of our cherry trees and stuff. Oh, and you know what? I kind of wanted to plant a little bit of bamboo here and there too, just to see how it looks. So let's get some bamboo in here too. And we got to figure out what we're doing with these cherry trees. I think maybe we take one back to Maple's yard. So let's try that. We're running out of pocket space now. Oh, there's another cherry on the ground right here. Okay, so let's grab this cherry tree. Because I think it would be cute for Maple to have one. And you know what? Maybe we can actually... Ooh, or should we make it like Rosie's backyard is some cherry trees? But that's weird because it'd be like right in the middle of the forest. No, I don't want cherry trees there. Okay. We are starting to get an idea of where the path is going to be and all those things. We could put it up on top of that hill. Ooh, should we put some trees up there? Probably. Maybe. Can we fit another tree back here? I don't think so. I don't know. Because I want the cherry tree to be like somewhere you can see it, but not like too out in the open, if that makes sense. Let's see here. I bet we could plant one right here. Is that like blocking the little thing back there? Oh, it's not gonna let us put it there. How come? Oh, it's too close to the house, right? Huh. Okay. What about like here next to the river? Wait, can we plant one like this close to the water? It's not gonna let us, is it? Nope. Well, we can keep trying though. Maybe we'll put the cherry tree right here. I don't know. If you're coming down here, we definitely need some more trees down here. Like maybe one, not right there. Right here. This is our last little sapling. I wasn't sure we would use that many, but boy oh boy did we. And we need even more. Oh, we have that one half-size one too. Let's put that right... here. Wait, did we already put it somewhere? That stunted one? Where did we put it? Because we didn't put the stunting thing next to it. Oh no. Okay. Oh, do I want to put the cherry tree here? I mean, all it costs us if it is a cherry if we don't like it. Let's just put it there and see what we think. It's gonna look a little bit out of place just because the cedar trees don't change color, and that does. I think it's actually gonna be okay right there. I kind of like it next to the river. Next to the lake here. Actually, fun fact, my ancestors grew cherries to the right of Lake Michigan, up in Michigan. So it tracks. Man, this stuff is hard to decide. Okay, so these bushes aren't like staying here, so this path can definitely come kind of a little wider through here. I think I might put another cherry tree in right there. I'm liking the idea of the cherry trees around the lake there. So let's go grab another cherry tree. We do have more cherries in our pocket. Yeah, and actually I got a stack of them back here too. How many is that? 2? All right, we'll grab those 2. Maybe we won't have to pick anymore. Also think it's totally funny that these trees like change color from the time you dig them up to the time you plant them. That's weird, right? Because we definitely dug that other one up green, and when we planted it, it was orange. Let's see what color this one ends up. Okay, I think I'm gonna like this. Like we're gonna definitely have a path through the forest here, which is gonna be really cool. Where did our cherry tree go? There. Okay. Oh, that one stayed green. Okay. And then because of that, we might put, well, we don't want to block. I might put one more right here and move this little guy. Do we have a pocket space for it? Yeah, we do. Okay. So eat one more cherry. We're going to grab one more cherry tree because we need a place for those to go. And I kind of didn't really want them down the side over here. They were just here. This is just where we've been throwing excess trees when we had to dig them up other places. So that's why those are here. And that tree up there, was that a cherry tree? Did we take cherries off this tree, or is that a money tree? And I didn't chop it down. Because I'm bad about that. We really should be chopping down the money trees, because on Carralleigh's side of the island, we only get cedar trees, no hardwood trees, except for the cherry trees. So any money trees that grow up, we have to chop them down. Alright, we'll put one of those there too, in place of that little one. And you know what? I might swap those two, because we kind of just lost view of our... How many other stunted trees do we have over here? We're gonna use up so many cherries. Oh, that's where we put the little stunted tree. Okay. Let's get that nursery cherry behind it so we don't lose it. Okay, so I don't really have... Where were those stunted trees? They were up top, near Sky's house. But I think actually... Okay, I think actually what I want to do... We're going to play musical trees over here. Do I have enough cherries to do this? Yeah, I think I only need 2. Okay, so I'm gonna dig up, whoops, I'm gonna dig up the cherry tree again. And I'm gonna dig up this tree. Oh no! See, I knew we were gonna need an extra shovel. Okay, so let's drop that extra shovel. And get that picked up. Okay. There we go. We're gonna move this guy, put the cherry tree here, since we already had a full-grown tree there. And then I think I will move this one over. And put the other full-grown cedar tree there. And put the little one over here. So then we have a tree there, but it's not going to block our view of Jenny's Island, because we don't want to block our view of Jenny's Island. Okay, all right, there we go. So this tree is going to grow up a little bit. I think we'll probably let that one... Yeah, some of these are definitely going to get moved around. Those two I planted yesterday. That's why they're little tiny trees right now. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and move this one over a space. This is this is the chillest. We're just moving trees and planting trees and digging up trees. Okay, so if that's gonna, we're gonna let that grow up a little bit, and then I kind of want... Like, I'm gonna go ahead and move some of this too, because I don't want this one growing up like so much. Well, do we want it growing up like kind of in front of the cherry tree? Maybe that's okay. Maybe we'll leave that where it was. We can always see what they look like as they start growing. Yeah. So this is gonna look totally different when you come back, because it's not gonna be all these little sprouts. It's gonna be a full-grown forest, which is exactly what we're after. And I think it's gonna be really cool walking through it. Okay, so we might need a couple more trees right here too. Do we have any left in our pocket? We have a nursery cedar. Okay, so we can plant that. This is the end of Sunny's path, so we'll probably kind of want to connect our little path with that. So we're gonna need a couple trees like right in here. And maybe next to her orange tree there. So we'll put one there. And I don't have another cedar tree. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably go get a few more saplings, or see if we have any other ones that are gonna work down here. But oh, I'm so excited to see all this grow in. It's gonna be so cool. We're gonna need a couple trees here too. You know what? Let's go just buy a few more saplings. We're gonna run all the way over to the other corner of the island. Ew, and on our way, why don't we stop at Resident Services and grab Zell's house? Because we haven't decided where Zell's gonna live yet, and he would definitely like a place to live. He just can't be where he is, because he's blocking bridge progress. I hope we have 10,000 bells. Oh yeah, we totally have bells in our pocket. Okay, lots of business in there. We got Zell's house kit to move. We got an incline to put in. There was a baobab tree in the Nook shopping today, so we ordered one of those just in case we ever decide we need one of those for anything. And then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, there was a fireplace in the recycle bin, so we got a fireplace too. Definitely starting to turn over to nighttime now. Stars are coming out. Look at that pretty, pretty sky. Love it. Just gonna get 10 more of these saplings. Even if we don't use them all, we'll have some for later on. And I just remembered too that we talked about trying some bamboo out there too, so we gotta plant some of that bamboo. We just filled our very last pocket space with this, so we better stop by this storage shed and put a few things away that we picked up while we were doing that. Deer scare, the squeakoid, that pitcher plant from the balloon. The fireplace, I'm gonna hang on to that for a minute because I feel like we might use that somewhere. Oh, we have our storage shed in our pocket too. I didn't realize. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's go find, where can we plant like some bamboo? Where in this forest would it be cool for some bamboo to be growing? Maybe Rosie's backyard? No, I kind of don't like it there. I feel like we're gonna kind of put it in this area along the beach here. And I mean, mostly we're just gonna let a few, or maybe just one, grow up and just kind of get a feel for what it looks like in the forest there. I don't know if that's a good choice or not. Does bamboo just grow randomly in forests? I don't know. I'm also just gonna plant a few more of these saplings kind of just over here that we can be stunting, because we probably want a lot of stunted trees over here in our forest. So we've got some room to put some in. If I'm gonna be running around this place checking them all anyway, we might as well just have a few spares. All right, so where did we want to put a couple more trees in here? Oh yeah, it was here. All right, so that is gonna kind of come over like this. So I think we could put one like here-ish. Yeah. So have a couple trees there. We're definitely gonna have to start getting some more bushes and things too, so that we can start filling in some of the areas around. But I think we've done pretty good with getting a start on our forest over here and having just things in places and ready to go. Do we think we can plant a tree up here? You're gonna let us, I mean, it'll let us plant a sapling. I guess we'll find out if it's gonna grow or not. I think it'd be cool to have like a little one right there. And anywhere else that we think we need one. But again, a lot of these are going to be moving around as we... Oh, but we got to find a place for Zell's house. So does Zell want to live... Okay, wait, before we do that. Let's get into construction mode for a second. Okay, and I'm going to drop a couple of these lilies out of my pocket. Because I've got to dig these up and get them out of the way. We're going to have to dig up some of these pumpkins and get them out of the way. Oh my goodness. It's always something, isn't it? It's like you have to put everything somewhere. You never know what you're going to be putting there next. So there's a lot of moving around. Alright, so we'll fix this. And then, actually, I don't think we have to move those pumpkins immediately. But let's see what this incline looks like right here. Let's imagine it. Okay, so the path is going to be going right by that. I think that's a good spot for it. It's not too close to Walt's house to make it so that it's in the way and it's on the way, and I think that's totally going to work. So, okay. So that's the spot for the incline, and there's going to be a... Oh, you know what? Was that a bad idea? Oh no, that was a bad idea. I wonder if we can cancel it. Because I was going to put a bridge right here. That's totally not going to work. Alright, we haven't given Lloyd any money yet. I'm going to see if we can cancel it. If we placed it, I don't know if we can. Let's talk to him. Hello, good friend. taking donations for a log staircase. Okay, maybe another time. Alright, we can't cancel it here. I'll have to see if we can cancel it with Tom Nook. We might have just wasted 168,000 bells. Alright, let's go find a spot for Zell. Does he want to live on this side of the forest along the beach? Near the museum? Does he want to be Rosie's close neighbor? Because we could put his house like right here, but then it'd be kind of right behind Walt's house there. And I don't think I like that. This space is kind of all taken up with forest and other things. We don't want him blocking the lake. So honestly, I think that he is going to end up along the beach side over there. So we may have to dig up some of the trees that we just planted too. I don't want him too close to the museum. Maybe like right in this spot next to this rock would be cool. Alright, we need some more cherries. Okay, so let's dig up this tree, and we'll dig up this little tree. Whoops. Can't get situated. We'll dig up this tree. And this little one. Okay, so let's see if we can get his house. We might have to dig up that tree too. Let's just go ahead and do it. We got one space in our pocket left. Let's fill it. Okay, so we'll put him like right here. Let's imagine it. Is that a good spot? I think we might move him back one space. Yeah. I need to rethink it. I almost hit okay. Let's not make 2 mistakes in one day. Placement mistakes. Oh, not that far back. There we go. Alright, let's imagine it there. Okay, I like it, but I think we're going to move it one more space to the right. So there's a little more space, so we can have a little looking out to sea sitting spot next to his house. Oops, that's still in the same spot. Move it over just a little more. There we go. This has got to be it. We just want him to have a little bit of space. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay, perfect. Woo! Alright, spot for Zell, and he's out of our way. Now I have to go talk to Tom Nook and see if I can fix my mistake or if it's gonna cost me. Okay, let's not build it. Yay. We can... You want to halt construction of our new log staircase? That means the donations made so far will go to waste. Are you sure about this? Yeah, shut it down. There is no donations. No one has lost anything. I'll have the site cleaned up by tomorrow then. Okay, so we still have to wait a day. We don't get to replace it, but we'll figure out somewhere to get a staircase in over there for sure. Okay, and now we got a bunch of full-grown trees in our pocket and stuff, which is fine because we can place some of those around Zell's house once it gets in there. And I will put the little nursery ones down right here. I think we'll run over to Paradise Planning really quick just to see if there's anything good over there today. I'm going to put one of them right here too. Wait, which one's the... nursery? Yeah, because I don't know how tall I want it or anything. Or exact placement, whatever. We need time and space to move it. Okay, so... yeah, let's go put these flowers down somewhere too. You know, we'll plant them up here by our house. We need to donate this painting at some point too. We have so much to do still. Oh, that fireplace. I don't know. We might make that part of the library. We might. Alright, let's grab this. Get out of construction mode here and take our little wood elf self over to Paradise Planning and see if there's anything good there today. Okay, got the beach recipe. There is some fun stuff in here today. Let's see. Make a little bit of pocket space, we hope. New recipe, vine bench. Okay, we didn't have that one before. Those should look cool in the forest, maybe, to match our giant vines that we have in there. Do we need a milk can? I mean, that's kind of a really cool item, but does it go in a forest, a moonlit forest? Not really. That's not a farm over here. The tea set is really cool, though. Do we have enough for that? 15,000. Actually, I'll pass. Okay. Well, I guess we're not getting anything here today. Okay, one more run through here while we take this painting to the museum. And I do, like, the front is... we got some work to do. But I mean, like, this is starting to give us an idea of what this is going to look like. So Zelle's house is going to be right there as you come around the curve here. I think that's going to be a great spot for it, actually. And then you go over here to Rosie's, or you go left toward the museum. This is starting to look really cool. And probably, guys, so like I always kind of gravitate toward foresty islands, but this might be the most foresty of an island that I've ever made. This is a lot of trees in here. I'm super excited about it. Okay, let's see. Blathers. One of the villagers had a painting that they wanted donated. I can't remember who sent it to us. I feel like it's usually a lazy villager who found it under their bed, or a Jock villager who found it under their couch when they were lifting their couch. So it was probably one of those two. Unless I'm mistaken, and I am not, that is a mysterious painting. So much more of a mysterious painting than I could have imagined. Alright. Please do check back later. We absolutely will. That's one of my favorite paintings in the game, the mysterious painting. Okay, let's go take a look at it in its new home. I don't think we have that many art pieces yet. We don't play every single day, so we miss Red a lot when he comes by. Alright, well there it is. we can't change the view in here. Weird. I guess we could if we were in camera mode. It blocks half the painting. Okay, I found a way to see it. Alright, there we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me and Carraleigh for another day here on Duality. Guys, we planted a forest. That's super exciting. And we got a few other important things done too. And we learned that we can take out a incline when it's already placed, which is super good to know. And I appreciate you so much for being here to do all of that with me. We'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.